All right, 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
It felt very good to be honored for something we made.
In our classroom, we have yoga balls, and I jumped very high.
Very high.
Yeah. You can ask people that sat next to me.
There's no words.
My group of boys that made the dog distractor are probably the most unique group of workers I've seen. With two of those students, Brock and Loden, being DHH or deaf, hard of hearing students. But the friendship that they created through that is one that's a lasting one. And I think because they worked through those communication struggles, that just made their friendship bonds even stronger than what they already were.
So how about the Peppermint Snowman inventors? Come on up here and join me. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
All right.
Getting to see them put so much effort into designing something and, you know, working out the kinks and working as a group as well, it has been awesome. Like, seeing that collaboration between them is probably my favorite part, because I think collaboration can bring out a lot of the best qualities in them.
Tell us about the experience of working on this project.
Oh my goodness. It started as we're just going to design something, and then it morphed into something bigger and bigger and bigger. And what started as a single student's idea became our whole class project. And seeing that shift from an individual to a group and seeing everyone collaborate on it was just phenomenal.
This is not just something made up for a fourth grader for something silly or fun. This is something that you could really do when you grow up. This is actually something you can make as a career. And so I think that was like, hey, we're doing something we could do in our future right now. I think it really did make them feel empowered.
First thing we did was we got this idea and some simple sketches from a fourth grader. So we took those sketches and we started kind of riffing off them through a phase we call ideation and brainstorming. Next, we start narrowing down, okay, which of these is feasible, and we kind of narrow it down to like 3 or 4 models, which get critiqued, and then we choose the best one out of the critique. Then we take like real materials, and in this case, we made a half-scale model, and then we made a full-scale model of the head and the catapult. So then we take those, we present them again, and that was pretty much all we did.
The children are extremely passionate about their design. They're super into it. I mean, like, they were constantly asking questions or like giving us pointers. Like, they were telling us what to do, and they knew exactly what they wanted in their design.
You press on the syringes at the top and paint comes out at the bottom.
So initially with the Imagine brush, we started out trying to make a paintbrush that could mix and distribute paints with 3 primary colors. But then we found out that it was very difficult to get all the mixing, cleaning, and distribution of paints in such a small body of just a paintbrush. So we then switched to making a paint kit that would be able to mix and distribute paint, and then you could just use a paintbrush and paint with that.
And there's a little chart that tells you exactly how much paint to mix for whatever color you want.
I'm Scott Bradley, Hooter Hills Career Center, Intro Transportation and Wreck and Mobile Equipment. This one in particular, I think, was probably one of the toughest ones, and I think that's why they gave it to us. You know, we started with a bunch of wood, and we built up to something that's going to have a purpose, and I can't wait for the 4th graders to see it, and they're going to love it.
So this lid was cut before this was made, so it needs to be trimmed down, that way it'll fit inside still. That's what we're working on right now. I'd say the plan, at least the blueprints, they've been pretty helpful. There's some things we've had to modify to try to get it to work the way it should, but for the most part, it's worked out well.
I really hope that we can use it to help local homeless people, and then maybe build 50 more to have at least one in every state. And the goal is to be like a farmer where you start off small and then go really big.